acting.
So Zach,
Yes.
please tell me, how does one play gazebo golf?
Well, first of all, depends on which way. Would you want the drinking version or just the normal everyday social version? Which
Uh,
could technically be one and the same.
let's do the one that we're playing.
The one that we're playing, basically, everyone gets their own can of choice. Preferably, the Pepsi Company cans actually hold out better.
Ah,
We've
Tested.
tested. Um, the beer cans, we still don't know. Obviously, the shorter one's the better. 12 ounce minimum, so you can't do no little miniature 8 ounce ones that actually look like balls themselves. Well, that would be interesting.
Very
Pretty quick
true.
round.
so what is the objective of gazebo
The
golf?
objective of the gazebo golf is to get to play against your opponent and get your can into the gazebo, onto the gazebo, and stay inside the gazebo in the fewest amount of shots.
Fewest amount of shots. Now tell me about the scoring because the scoring's a little
The
different from the
scoring
standard
is the
golf.
skins rule of golf.
Skins rule. Yeah, I'm not familiar, and for the listeners out there that aren't familiar with skins rule,
Well, the skins rule is simple. It's basically if you manage to make your cannon before they do, you get 1 point. There's 18 holes, so there's a maximum of 18 points.
but
However, if one decides to make 10 points before the other one makes enough, there is no possible way that you catch up, so
correct.
therefore you win.
But tell me about this multiplayer that we've been playing.
Well, the multiplayer is the same way. The person who makes the can first gets a point, but if there is a tie, the point carries over to the next hole, so the next hole is worth 2 points, and even the person who didn't tie in the last hole is allowed to win that hole to get those 2 points.
Pretty wild.
Nah.
My brain's still wrapping itself around that one, but I can't complain because last round, well, I took a few points off you guys from that rule. So Matt, anything you'd like to add to the rules of gazebo golf?
Not necessarily a rule, but requirements.
Ah, yes.
Can,
Yep, can.
club,
Gazebo.
gazebo. Most important rule. You
The
cannot play
gazebo.
gazebo golf without a gazebo.
Fair enough.
But I have to add that you can't be just any gazebo. We've got the perfect gazebo. There's a element of difficulty to it. There's a gazebo at his apartment complex, which is just so wide open, and it's so easily you can make it into a gazebo.
Yeah.
Whereas ours has, what, six
Yeah.
inches off the ground, plus railing on the side, with only one entrance way in, unless you decide to go through the window area.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, your gazebo is pretty much
our gazebo
ideal.
is pretty much the pebble course of,
Yeah.
the pebble beach
So,
of gazebo golf.
so when we take this professionally, I imagine they'll model it after your gazebo
Well,
because it's got the chairs, it's got all the obstruction with the rose bushes. Which,
well, you
what
got
are your
half
what are
half
your
the rose
thoughts?
bush.
What are your thoughts on those rose bushes, Zach?
They're evil.
The
Evil.
rose.
The only person that's actually benefited from a rose bush is this guy. We actually
Yeah.
ricocheted off the rose bush into the
For the win.
for the win.
For the win.
For the win.
I can't complain about them yet, but
But then again, there has been some ass who benefited off the ivy wire that was running across the gazebo and happened to ricochet his can off the wire into the gazebo for the win.
In overtime.
all right.
Had to add that.
All right. Well, we're gonna go up for round 3 here.
Mm.
So maybe we'll get a little footage. And if it,
Last rule is every 6 holes you new can.
that's right. That's right. The new can rule. Because what happens is the can becomes almost too aerodynamic. Makes the,
Sometimes.
makes the game less interesting.
And the
It can become too aerodynamic for one person, or it can just be completely demolished for another. Hence why we
Yep. Yep.
or the recan rule. We did not go over the recan
there's a
rule.
recant rule when
Ah.
every round one person is allowed to submit a request for a recant, and everyone must abide by it. This is more of a for the drinking game version.
Yeah. Tell me about the drinking game version.
Drinking game version is kind of the same way, same rules, whatnot, except instead of drinking a can, you will each shotgun a beer can.
We're still listening.
Yes, shotgunning.
Anyways, everyone shotguns at the same time. First person to finish their beer can and shows that it is empty gets to tee off first and pick the first hole. Same way, each person gets a chance to recan, which is basically shotgun again. So if you have two people, you would